Sodium hydroxide awareness. You are receiving this awareness training because you may encounter the potential for sodium hydroxide exposure in the performance of your duties. Sodium hydroxide, also known as caustic soda, white liquor, or lye, is an inorganic compound with the chemical formula NaOH. It is a white solid and highly caustic metallic base and alkali salt, which is available in pellets, flakes, granules, and as prepared solutions at a number of different concentrations. Acids and bases are extremely corrosive agents and require many precautions, safe work practices, and personal protective equipment to prevent serious and even deadly burns to the skin, eyes, or internally. Acids in solution have a pH below 7, releases hydroxyl ions in water, and turns litmus paper red. Strong acids are very corrosive and cause severe skin burns. Examples are hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, and sulfuric acid. Bases are metal oxide or other compounds that react with an acid to neutralize it and produces water and a salt. Bases increase the concentration of hydroxide ions in an aqueous solution. Bases are above 7 on the pH scale. An alkali is a water-soluble strong base. Alkalis feel soapy to the touch, have a pH above 7, and turn litmus paper blue. Strong alkalis, such as caustic soda, can cause severe burns. Sodium hydroxide safety data sheet. A copy of a safety data sheet may be obtained from your supervisor, team leader, or the safety department. Sodium hydroxide is a strong base that is water-soluble and is known as an alkali. Sodium hydroxide is used in many industries, mostly as a strong chemical base in the manufacture of pulp and paper, textiles, drinking water, soaps and detergents, and as a drain cleaner. Depending on the dilution mix, sodium hydroxide can have a pH level of 14. The pH scale was invented in 1909 by the Danish biochemist S.P. Sorensen and is a measure of acidity or alkalinity of water-soluble substances. pH stands for potential of hydrogen. A pH value is a number from 1 to 14, with 7 as the middle or neutral point. Values below 7 indicate acidity, which increases as the number decreases, 1 being the most acidic. Values above 7 indicate alkalinity, which increases as the number increases, 14 being the most alkaline. The pH scale, however, is not a linear scale like a centimeter or an inch scale, in which two adjacent values have the same difference. It is a logarithmic scale in which two adjacent values increase or decrease by a factor of 10. For example, a pH of 3 is 10 times more acidic than a pH of 4, and 100 times more acidic than a pH of 5. A pH of 9 is 10 times more alkaline than a pH of 8, and 100 more times alkaline than a pH of 7. Toxicology. Sodium hydroxide causes necrosis or cellular damage to biological systems. This strong base can severely burn the skin, internal mucous membranes, and the eyes. The depth of a burn determines on its severity. First-degree burns damage the outer layer of skin, the epidermis, and cause pain, redness, and swelling. Second-degree burns damage the epidermis and the interlayer skin, the dermis, causing erythema and blistering. Damage from third-degree burns extend into the hypodermis, causing destruction of the full thickness of the skin with its nerve supply. Third-degree burns leave scars and may cause loss of function and/or sensation.
Hey Charlie, come help me spot this load. Charlie, does the load look secure? Yeah.
First aid. Make sure the cause of the burn has been removed. Try not to come in contact with it yourself. If the chemical is dry, brush off any excess. Avoid brushing it into your eyes. Remove any contaminated clothing or jewelry. Flush the chemicals off the skin surface using cool running water for 15 or more minutes. Treat the person for shock if he or she appears faint, pale, or if there is any shallow, rapid breathing. Apply cool, wet compresses to relieve pain. Wrap the burned area with a dry, sterile dressing if possible, or a clean cloth. Protect the burned area from pressure and friction. Minor chemical burns will generally heal without further treatment. However, if there is a second or third degree burn, or if there is an overall body reaction, get medical help immediately. In severe cases, don't leave the person alone and watch carefully for reactions affecting the entire body. If a chemical gets into the eyes should be flushed with water immediately. Continue to flush the eyes with running water for at least 15 minutes, and get medical help immediately. Do not apply any household remedy, such as ointments or salves, to a chemical burn. Do not become contaminated by the chemical as you give first aid. Do not disturb a blister or remove dead skin from a chemical burn. Do not try to neutralize any chemical without consulting the Poison Control Center or a doctor. Personal protective equipment. When working directly with chemicals or with substrates that are contaminated with chemicals, you should refer to the safety data sheet for that product as to the recommended PPE. When working with or near caustic soda, you should wear chemical-resistant coveralls, suits, or apron, wear nitrile or rubber gloves, wear chemical-resistant boots or overboots, and wear chemical goggles, face shield, or full-face respirator as necessary. In conclusion, be aware of your work surroundings while working with any chemical. Review the SDS for the product and work in a smart manner to prevent any near miss or accident while performing your task.